Hello everyone, welcome to this session. I am Sanyukta Saxena, certified Zentangle teacher, and today's session is on the reticula, Pangea and the Tangle Mrth. Yes, I've already posted a teaser, a 5 tile basically on my Facebook and Instagram. Just in case you had a look, we will be exploring these two tangles, or one tangle and one reticula, in this upcoming series. We will basically work on interesting compositions, try create tiles using interesting combination of tangles, tiles which come up with a story, which tell a story, right? So that will be our main idea, and the main emphasis of this series would be on these two tangles. In fact, one tangle and one reticula, Pangea and Moth, right? And we will of course be complementing them with a few other tangles to go, but the main concentration, the tiles will be mainly revolving around these two tangles, right? So let's get started. This is the teaser that I had posted, and today I'm going to draw another tile, right? So this is a 5 tile, and you are most welcome to just use whatever tile is readily available with you. You can very well use a regular square tile, right? So just pardon me if you feel some difference in the recording, because this is not my usual workstation. I'm traveling right now, right? So we will be working on basically these two, one reticula and one fragment, right? So let's get started. So I'm going to start with a tangle called sand swirls, right? So I'm just going to start with a fescue shape, right? And then I'm going to be oraing it a couple of times. For example, I have done 4 times here, right? So let me zoom in a little more. Yeah, right? Again, I'm going to just, in a haphazard manner, you can also ink this space if you want, right? And then start oraing again. Three and 4, right? You can add as many auras as you wish. Again, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yeah, again I'm going to just randomly add 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yeah, small little spaces in between. We'll see what do we want to do with it, right? First, let us add a layer of sand swirl, right? So I'm going to fill in this space with the same tangle. Slowly, gradually add sand swirl. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yeah, you can draw some hidden ones also. 3 and 4. Accordingly, 1 here. Yeah. So I'm almost done with adding a layer of sand swirls. Just going to insert 1 or 2 more. And you can see I have inked the small little spaces left in between. Just inked it black. 2, 3 and 4, and small little spaces you can comfortably ink in. 1, 2, 3 and 4. right? So that's one layer of sand swirls. Now first let us add some of the focus tangle that we are going to be using, right? So I'm going to draw in front of you and you can watch me. So I'm going to just add roughly, it can be just about any shape, right? So this is the reticula Pangea, just something like a map or something, right? Don't have to think much when you draw the shape. Just as we draw the tangle triply, the shapes has to be closely in sync with each other, so we add a close aura as we add further shapes, right? So the side of the shape which shares itself with the other reticula is closely auraed, right? So this side shares, right? So we closely aura the side so that they look just like triply. Again I will insert a small one here, right? They just look like the pieces of continents or something like a jigsaw puzzle with a very fine division between them, and these are closely auraed, right? So they are at a distance from each other, but the aura is pretty close, so they almost look like one piece, right? So I've added some of these, and rest of the tile again it is up to us. So I am just going to add some tentacles like this, just as we draw in Mysteria. Yeah, so we have already done the tangled Mysteria. So it is nothing but these petal or tentacles kind of shape, whatever you want to call it, leaf shapes. You can also add some leaves if you want, some poke leaves here and there. Yeah, so I'm just going to rotate my tile and add a mix of these, right? So just go with the flow, choose a pattern that you like. I just go by the spaces that are available with me, right? So my personal favorites, botanical or organic tangles. So generally I try and insert these tangles first. However, you can choose any of your go-to tangles, right? So intention is just to play around, enjoy, choose tangles of your own choice, or you can follow me, entirely your wish. Yeah, so I'm just trying to build up a story here. So once we have drawn that, a couple of them, I'm now going to insert some tipple in the rest of the spaces. Yeah, so let's start with here, big ones, small ones. A very nice filler comes pretty handy as far as filling spaces is concerned. Yeah, so just take your time and fill in the small little spaces left here and there. With tipple. Yeah, I mean it's entirely up to you. If you want to fill the space, you can do that also, right? So one by one, just take each space. So Mysteria is nothing but these leaf shapes. It's another Zentangle original. We have poke roots here. We have sand swirl here. Yeah. So once we are done with adding our tipple, now we move on next. So here I am going to place a C shape just as we do to draw the Tangle Mrth, but I am going to use this C shape for adding a nice gorgeous. Yeah, so I'm just going to add the Tangle gorgeous here. Yeah. Again a thin aura, again a thick aura, ink the aura, again a thin aura, again a thick aura, ink the space in between. So just in case you are new to these tangles, please refer to my earlier videos where I have taught how to draw these tangles. This is the Tangle Gorgeous, or you can watch me closely. Right, so thin aura, thick aura, thin aura, thick aura, alternating auras, and then the thicker space that you create, you just aura it. Yeah, just ink it and you are sorted. So I'm just trying to create the effect of a gorgeous sitting inside this space, right? So this part of the Mrth has straight lines, and then suddenly the lines turn perpendicular like this. Yeah, so let's start with the perpendicular lines. Line with the weight at the end, right? Lines with some weight at the end. So you can put some pressure as the line starts, right? It will add some character to the line. You will always break the line, something like this. Yes, so entirely up to you, how do you want to draw the lines. You can keep it in one direction, you can change the direction of the V's or the weight. Yeah, so again this has to be perpendicular, so one more here and then the rest. Like this. Yeah, so I'll draw one simple one here. So start with a straight line, add some weight at the end. Try adding some weight from place where the line starts. This is the Tangle Mrth. Again straight line in this part. Color this section and then go perpendicular 90 degrees. And then straight lines and some weight at the end. Right, so the lines are changing direction, and that's the main thing. Right, and then you can continue drawing the lines in the same fashion. So we have used these lines with weight many times. It's just about arranging them in this fashion which gives it a nice look, and it's called the Tangle Mrth. So keep rotating your tile. You need not rotate or move your hand much. Just keep rotating the tile. Again, draw another U, a C shape. Start from the center. Lines with the weight. As you reach one end of the line, just ink some of the space so that the lines look like emerging from inside. Again, the other side. Again. add a curve, right? Again go straight, perpendicular. So no matter how your reticula, your Pangea is, you can draw it in any kind of a shape. Yeah, just follow the process, that's all. Yeah, so take your time and slowly draw these lines. Just adding a V kind of shape at the end of the line. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. So again, same process. Straight line, wait, straight line, wait, straight line, wait. Take your time. Change the direction of the lines. Yeah. So I'll do the rest also in the same fashion. Yeah, continue in the same way. Straight line, start from the center. Yeah. So I have finished drawing my Mrth. Yes, so I'm going to add one or two more gorgeous here, nicely relaxing on the Mrth. So again, a thick aura, a thinner aura, take it to the top. A thicker aura, a thinner aura, take it to the top. Thicker aura. Yeah, probably one more here. Yeah, so thicker aura, thinner aura, take it to the top. Thicker aura, thinner aura, take it to the top. I think these are enough. Thin ones. Yeah, small one here. Somewhere hidden. Yeah. So just ink. Some amount of inking is always a good idea. Adds drama to your tile. And gorgeous is a drama tangle, although you can fit in any other tangle inside these thicker spaces. But I like it the way it is originally. Yeah. So I'm just going to quickly ink these spaces. So I'm almost finishing with my inking here. Done with my gorgeous. Right? So no matter what lies underneath, I am going to emerge victorious. Yeah, come out of everything. So now the last but not the least, I am probably going to add a thin aura around my gorgeous. Something like this. Closely aura my gorgeous. Like this. Yeah. And then add Diva Dance, the waltz version. Right, so Diva Dance is again a Zentangle original. The waltz version is generally in straight lines. So what I am doing is adding auras, one line and then auras, and just adding weights here and there. Right, so this time the weights are just haphazardly decided. I'm not thinking where to add the weights, just randomly adding some weight. And we get the Tangle Diva Dance. Yeah, such a simple tangle to draw. Lines, auras, weights. Lines, auras, weights. That's about it. Yeah, so I'm just going to go on like this. So you can either, maneuver the lines the way you want. Just add some weight at different places. So I've changed, added a V. So you can draw it anyways. Just remember that you have to keep adding weights here and there, and aura the spaces closely. Right? So I'm just going to continue like this. So take your time. Add auras. Keep adding weights. So again, starting from the other side. Adding auras. Not thinking much where, what. Going with the flow. Yeah. So don't worry much about how the lines are going, where they are going. Just keep auraing. Keep adding weights here and there. And you will end up with this beautiful tangle called Diva Dance. Yeah. I'm just going to continue like this, almost finishing. Adding weights here and there, randomly wherever I feel like. Adding aura. Yeah. Probably add one or two more here. Yeah, and I think we are done. Just making sure that they start at around the same point. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to add anything more. So there is some little space left here. You can either leave it like that or just extend your mysterias a little bit more. Yeah, so just add some more tipple and mysteria. Bring them up a little, not much. some trying to come out of their shell and join the gorgeous from deep down below. Yeah, so it's all open to your own interpretation, the way you want it. So let us now move on to shading. Yeah. So shading, again, sand swirls generally places where lines are going under. Places from where lines are emerging, intersecting. They are the right spaces to add the graphite. Yeah, so take your time and slowly add graphite at intersections, borders, from where lines are emerging, slowly to all. Yeah, right. And then I'm just going to outline my Pangea. Something like this. Yeah, let's see what do we do. First let us blend this much. I'm just going to soften the graphite. Yeah, take your time and slowly blend. So if you really want, there is no stopping. Intention is all you require, right? So come out of your shell and see, sky is the limit. They are already reaching the sky. Yeah, so you just have to take that initiative, break the barrier, and you will see yourself, sky is the limit. Opportunities knock your door only once, so use it. Come out of your shell, breathe, experience, break your limits, challenge yourself, come out of your comfort zone. I don't know how many stories can you derive out of this simple tile, open to one's own interpretations. Yeah, so I'm keeping the shading pretty simple here. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, just blending. And then a little graphite at these whites. Not much, no need to add on the blacks as such. Just enjoy the process. And then just you can randomly add some graphite on the folds, right? Wherever there is a dip in the line, you can highlight those places. Not much of shading required as far as Diva Dance is concerned. if there is a repeating dip, or then you can highlight those spaces. Right, so just randomly adding some. Right, so I'm just going to pick up my chalk and just add a few places some chalk, especially on my gorgeous, the upper part where I have not added graphite. Yeah, so I have shaded my mirth differently, just added some graphite from the point, at the point from where lines are emerging. If you shade it differently, then probably you can add some highlights there also. Right, so see how the gorgeous have come out victorious, reaching for the sky. Yeah, so that's our tile for today. Some dot work, always welcome. Very common as far as my work is concerned. Those of you who have been following me, I love to put dots. I think even Maria likes adding dots here and there. Yeah, look nice. Right, so that's our tile for today and our story. Yes, so let us add our chop, Sanyukta Saxena. So don't forget to sign and date your tile. And today is 5th of May 22, and I shall try and see you again yeah, with yet another tile with the same focus tangles, right, Moth and the reticula Pangea. Right, till then, have a good time. Bye bye.